Ooh, it's chilly. 6:30 in the morning. Man, it is cold out here, folks. We are frosted up. It's cold out here. Hey, good morning. This old jarhead's kind of chilly. I left something in the truck last night that I needed to grab this morning, and I thought I would come out and check on a few things. Here's my sawmill. I've got to try to take that and get it set up today. You can see how cold it is out here, folks. Now, this isn't nearly as cold as it has been, and I've been milling. Oh yeah, that's 1/4 inch thick ice, folks. The mission today is bring the sawmill over here and do some milling. And I'll bring that to you in another video. I've got some decent logs here to mill. Dug fir. This is the new log yard. I've got to remove this section of fence right here, and I can do that today with the tractor. That way I can pull the mill in over here and then drive the tractor out that way and leave the mill sitting here next to the log pile. And I need to open up this fence so I can get in and out of here better. Let's go back in the cabin and warm up. You could tell this guy hasn't done anything yet. It will. Oh yeah, much warmer in here. All right, well, the first order of business is to get this solar panel adjusted properly. So I'm gonna put my gloves on. It's cold working on steel with bare hands. So the way this was designed, I designed it with a friend of mine, my neighbor actually, was to loosen up the bottom bolt. See that? Oh, instant drop. Now, we adjust this to about 63 for now. 68 I think it could even get to, but we'll go around 63. And then we just tighten it back up. That, folks, should hold it. Easy peasy. Well, got her done. All right, folks, I'm gonna move the tractor into the sun so the frost can melt off. Well, time to let the tractor warm up. When it's cold like this, there's a scale for how long you need to warm it up, anywhere from 15 minutes to 45 or more, depending on how cold it is. I just let it run for about half an hour. I've got some fuel I can put in it as well. I'll open that up and get that in the sun. Diesel fuel can gel when it gets too cold. It's not that cold out, but it will get that cold. Well, we're getting some warming up going on right now. The dew is dripping off the roof. Steam is rising everywhere. It's a great time to be out here at the cabin, folks. Absolutely great time. All right. My seat's a little damp. Oh well. Ain't the first time I got a wet butt working out here. First thing I want to try is to see if I can pull up these pins. You know, they're like a cotter pin. Well, maybe not a cotter pin, but they're barbed wire doohickeys that you thread them onto the barbed wire. And I don't know how to unthread them, to be honest with you. So my thought was they turn, they spin when they come out, yeah? When they go on, they spin, they come out, they spin. So I thought, well, what if I could spin them with the tractor on? Maybe I could just do it by hand. Look at that. Ha! I didn't even need to use a tractor for that. Kind of a pain in the butt when your thumbs are not very good, but I thought, well, what if the tractor could just, you know, pull them up? But it looks like I didn't need to do that. So we'll set these here for now. A screwdriver would work really well, folks. Who's a barbed wire fence guy? Tell me what these things are called. Separators? Wire separators? I just noticed that my headlights on my tractor are covered in dirt and something's growing inside of them. It's like a greenhouse in there, I guess. That's not very good, Mahindra. Well, TYM, really. TYM made this tractor. It's a good tractor, but yeah, that's kind of nonsense right there. I think I just heard an eagle or a hawk. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that's better. Easy peasy. My wife and I built this fence several years ago to keep the big animals out of the orchard. I had deer fencing for the orchard. I took all the right precautions to keep the deer from eating my fruit trees, but gophers or voles or moles or whatever the heck they are out here, they ate them. They had no qualms about eating them. They lasted about 5 years before the little buggers figured it out. All right, let's get this guy fired up. Okay. Oh. I know that the vast majority of my viewers are in the 55 and up category, so I'm sure you all understand those moans and groans you hear as I get in and out of my tractor or pick something up. We all live that life now, don't we? Right now I'm just going to scrape this hump out of here, clean this up a little bit with the tractor so that I can smoothly drive in and out of here. Then we'll go to the other side and we'll take 10 or 15 feet of fencing down over there, and then we'll be done for the morning for the basic cabin work that I had to do. So, time to get her done. That works pretty good. I can get in and out of there for now. So once I drop the mill off, I'll be able to just drive right out of here. So now let's get the other side done. Other than the muddy mess, my shoes are just caked in mud on the bottom, and I'll switch to my boots here in a bit. But other than that, hey, we can walk right through here. We can drive through here. We got all of these T-stakes out, so they're gone. That's the fencing stakes, T-stakes, engineer stakes, whatever you want to call them. But they're gone. So now I can drop the box on the tractor, hook it up to the sawmill, which I noticed one of the tires is a bit low, so I need to pump that up. And I got an air compressor. I hope I got a tire nozzle for it. You know, tire pressure, whatever the heck you call those air up nozzle things. Boy, I'll tell you, brain farts all over today. What's it called? Drop it in the comments below. What the heck am I thinking of? Anyway, I got this cleared out now, so I can easily pull the sawmill in, get it set up. And I just have to decide how I'm gonna set it up. I prefer my sawmill to be as close to my log deck as I can get it. And here's the log deck. So the idea here is that I will remove the fence back there and get all of this dirt and rock pushed back to where the old root cellar was gonna be. And then I can come in from that side to drop logs. So that's the idea there. If I set my sawmill up right here so that it's centered on this log deck, I've got some 15, 16 footers back there. So I have plenty of room to even go with 20 footers here. So we should be good there. So I could set my sawmill up pretty much right here. That would actually give me room to pull the tractor in over here, right up to the sawmill, so that I can pick up the lumber when a log is done, or a D-log when it's done. So I'm kind of liking that. The only challenge I have after that is whether or not I can get by the sawmill, and I think I can, to get the lumber into the sticker stacks. Ultimately, the fence will all come down, and I'll be able to bring the tractor in from the backside and just lift stuff up or set stuff down right there. And my goal eventually is to have a sawmill shed built over the sawmill here, and some lean-tos that are around that back corner for the wood so that the wood actually can stay dry and I don't have to deal with, you know, always putting felt or something on top of it to try to keep the rain off. So otherwise, right now, I'm pretty stoked with this. Now, I will need to remove this tree, and so I'll probably just cut that tree out of there and eventually take this whole corner out. But removing the tree will help prevent any shade in the wintertime. And believe it or not, it's casting a little bit of shade right now. The sun is not actually all the way over the pines that are just on the other side of my pickup, and it's 11:30. So it's almost noon, folks, and this is what you get. Notice all the shade that I've got here. It's almost noon, and so you've got a lot of shade in here. So the sawmill will be shaded quite a bit until I get more of these trees out of here, and unfortunately it might take a while for me to get those trees out. So I don't like the fact that it's shaded. Maybe when the sun gets a little farther over, it won't be in the shade. And why don't you want it in the shade? Well, it snows up here. So if I get 2 feet of snow up here and the sawmill's in the shade, that snow's not melting off. That could be good, and it could be bad. It's good in that maybe there won't be a bunch of ice build up on the sawmill, but it's bad in that then the snow is just going to stay there until May. So we don't really want that. Now, I do plan on milling this winter, so I'm gonna have to come out here with shovels and brooms and the tractor and work my way in here if I've got 2 or 3 feet of snow. And then I've got to be able to break the logs out, but I've got them on some, you know, some sapling logs to help keep them up off the ground so they won't be frozen to the ground. I actually had that out here in January of when was it? 2012, as well as February, March of 2011. I milled out here in the winter with my little LT10 on the ground, and it was in a sunny spot, so all the snow and ice melted off of it whenever the sun came out. That's why I'm kind of concerned a little bit with this spot. And looking up here, I'm thinking, well, I've got 2 trees right there. Both need to come down. One's leaning straight at the cabin almost, so both of those trees I'm going to have to anchor off of something out here. I do have a stump, I think, over there I might be able to use, but I've got a stump here I can use. So if I've got you know, some help out here, I can rope it up on the tree is high, you know, fairly high up, bring it down to a block and tackle here on a stump, then run it 90 degrees over to the tractor, and you just need a little bit of tension, just enough so that when you make that final cut, that tree will go down in the direction that you want here towards the log yard, not towards the cabin. And if I could take down actually about 5, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees right around the woodshed, it would open this right up so that at noon, it wouldn't be in the shade anymore, and this would all melt off a lot sooner. So 2 thumbs up. Well, folks, I think it's time for a little bit of lunch, so I'm going to go get some lunch, and then I'll be working on another project, so getting the sawmill set up and all that good stuff. So I'll bring that to you next, and you should find that right here, unless I haven't put it out yet. In that case, it's just blank right here, but I'll drop another video right here for you to check out. Thanks for watching, folks. I really appreciate it. And hey, if you're getting anything out of this, maybe you enjoy it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Thanks for watching, folks. Y'all have a good day. Y'all jarhead out.